What's cracklin', everybody? Welcome back once again to the definitive cereal tier list. For each episode, I take a cereal, put it on the tier list so you know how good it is. I'm your host Tucker, and today, Fruity Lucky Charms is the cereal of choice. Now, I've brought this up a lot, but Lucky Charms, normal, plain Lucky Charms, is our middle C, and it's kind of like the basis for starting off a comparison. Where is it better or worse than Lucky Charms? It's kind of been what I've been using recently. So this is going to be a real interesting one because it's now directly compared because of this and because of it being Lucky Charms again. I also expect this to be kind of like Frankenberry because, as you can see, it's all red, which I'm assuming is strawberry, but it doesn't say. Also important, does have the unicorn. Not 3 different unicorns, but a unicorn. Alright, fairly easy opening. Oh, whoa. That first whiff was super strawberry. Others not as much. Like, it's fruity, but not what I was expecting. And it really makes the moon stand out. That blue looks just like sharp against the pink, red, whatever. This is a great noise to listen to, me just bouncing in the bag. Oh no. Box not in perfect shape, but that's what happens sometimes. Let's just get into it. Might have been a bit much. Okay. Now we all know Lucky Charms bad at having a decent marshmallow ratio, so we're going in with that precaution in mind. It tastes like if Trix was only banana, but berry banana. It's a very strong flavor. Very different from the normal Lucky Charms pieces, that is for sure. I don't know if it's better. It's more taste. Might not be better taste. And I can't tell what fruity flavor it is. It's definitely Trix reminiscent, obviously. But it's very odd. It seems to be calming down a bit now. It's not as crazy as it started, which is actually kind of nice. Like, I think I like it more now. It's not as intense. It's definitely a weird cereal. Very, very weird for how simple of an idea it is. The pieces, red, cereal turning more blue. Seems milk turning more blue. The cereal is not changing colors. That'd be cool. I think that's a thing. Maybe. But no, milk, bluish. This is, I feel like, the longest I've gone without having more in my mouth, and it's very weird aftertaste. But let's move on to the milk. And it's kind of fruity. It's definitely fruity milk, but not crazy. which is good because there's a lot of crazy here. And big props though to Fruity Lucky Charms for having a better marshmallow ratio. I was getting consistently 2 per spoonful, and I'm still doing fine. This is an interesting one. The taste at the beginning was a lot, and didn't like that as much. But once it kind of settled in, it was like not bad, and I don't think I really mentioned it being soggy or crunchy because it just kind of stayed consistent, same level the whole time, more or less. You know, it gets mushier a bit, but nothing crazy different like some cereals we've done. Like, I don't think it's better than normal Lucky Charms because I'm getting a weird residual taste in my mouth. The aftertaste isn't wonderful. It feels weird. Not a huge fan of that. For all the faults of Lucky Charms and the charms really being the only reason you'd want to eat it, in this case, I think they overcorrected and made the pieces too much, and it didn't quite work out. It got pretty close though. Once it evens out and becomes not as intense, it's not bad. Like, I'd eat it again, and I think in the future when I finish this box, I'll let it sit for a second before diving in. But I think it's gonna be lower than normal Lucky Charms. It's a bummer because it had a great marshmallow ratio, and I always gotta appreciate that. However, comparing it to the monster cereals, Frankenberry C, Boo Berry D, I'd say it is closer to Frankenberry, where I'd more want to eat this than Boo Berry. I guess it would be a similar ranking to Franken. So maybe this is lower than normal Lucky Charms, but still a C. This is getting complicated. Because I think I'd rather have this than Boo Berry, it's going to be one of the far end ones, but it's going to be a C. So same sort of ranking as Lucky Charms, but to the right. Your right, my right. To the right of it. But it's not bad. Like, I wouldn't fault you for getting some of this, checking it out. It's really intense. I've said this multiple times because I want it to be a warning. Be careful. But not every time. Just like rinse your mouth out a bit afterwards. Like, but now it's fine. Like, I know there's a fruity sensation happening, but not a big deal anymore. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like it and subscribe. And in the comments below, post your general thoughts. Tell me if you've had Fruity Lucky Charms. I don't think it's that old. I feel like it's a somewhat recent thing, but maybe I wasn't on top of the cereal news. So it's been around for a bit, but I haven't heard a lot about it. So you can let me know. Educate me. Let this be a two-way communication system. I tell you if it's good. You tell me, yes, you're right. And then we're done. That's all we got to say to each other. But if you want to say more, say it in the comments. Or on Twitter, @TuckerOut23. Until next time, stay delicious.